So already the people are genuinely worried about how the Nintendo Switch Sports is playing out, and already we're on the second day of this game's life cycle, and people are already criticizing this game, and a lot of people have a lot of questions on this game, and people are genuinely concerned the direction that Nintendo is going in with this game, with the Mii's, with the game mode, with the sports maids, and honestly, in my opinion, I'm here to actually help answer some of those questions. Normally, I'd be kind of criticizing video games and how they release and all that stuff, but today, I'm actually going to be trying to help some of you guys out, and I'm going to try to answer some of these questions because personally, I have some of these questions of my own I would like to share with you guys, and I would like to share my thoughts with you as I go along with this in this video. So, first of all, before I get too carried away, I do want to say I have played the game. I did get it day one, and I do have at least a handful of time in it, and I'm still trying to understand the basics of everything and all the game and how it works. Personally, I have yet to play soccer and I have yet to play volleyball. I have played badminton, I have played chambara. I hope I said that right. I have played tennis and bowling. Personally, I love chambara the most. It's one of my favorite modes so far, and I'm still going to be playing the game and figuring out how a lot of the stuff works still. But as far as I'm aware, chambara is one of my favorite modes so far in the game, but I digress. Okay, so I want to break it down by like the game modes and what people like and what they dislike. First of all, half of the modes in this game are hit or miss. A lot of people really dislike volleyball. And during Nintendo's Direct or E3, I'm not really sure what people call it. I think it's a Nintendo Direct. I think that's like Nintendo's little E3. Someone in the comments, please correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think they showed it off in their Direct at one point where they were showing off a mode called volleyball, and already people are saying it's a snooze fest. Personally, I have not played volleyball yet. From what people have been saying online and what reviewers have been showing, people just genuinely do not like volleyball because it's literally you doing one motion the whole time. You're just pushing your hands up in the air the whole time, and it's absolutely boring. Like, a lot of people are saying this is one of the most boring modes, and this is one of the most underrated modes in the entire game. Now, personally, I'm not really a big fan of volleyball. I never have been, whether it was in real life or Switch Sports. I prefer badminton a little more, but that's just me. So, another one is soccer, which it's kind of hit or miss for a lot of people. Some people say it's a little more effort. Some people say it's a lot of fun. But honestly, the comparison that everyone's been making is it's literally Rocket League, but with just people. That's all it is. It's literally just a easier version of Rocket League. That's literally what people have been comparing this soccer to, because you have a giant ass ball and you're just trying to kick it into the opponent's goal. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's not more to soccer. That's all I got. It's just Rocket League. But and there's also a shootout mode that I was not aware of up until yesterday when I started exploring the game. Again, I have not played soccer. I was just browsing the mode because I was like, okay, I don't want to play this mode, but maybe I'll play it another day. And a lot of people are saying shootout is it's just boring. All you do is kick the ball in the goal and score more goals than the opponent. And it's like in a one-on-one feature, but I could be wrong, but as far as I'm aware, a lot of people are just saying shootout is boring. They prefer to play the base mode themselves. So, next up, the last concern I guess that I'm aware of from people is there's just no boxing and there's no golf on release. So, boxing, I guess people removed, or I guess not removed, excuse me. I guess boxing was not there. It was substituted, I guess is the best way to say it, for Chambara. And Chambara's taking that spot because it's a bit more, I don't want to say directive or accurate, but it's a little more interesting. I'm not sure how to properly say it, but they wanted to change things up a bit, I guess, is the best way to say it. And honestly, I kind of miss boxing, and I prefer boxing to be there as well if people don't like Chambara. Personally, I play Chambara the most. That's the mode I've been playing online a lot with lately, and I'll get to the online part in a few minutes later in the video. But Chambara is pretty fun online. I will say that. But a lot of people just don't like Chambara, which is understandable because I mean, it's pretty much like it's a mind game. You got to play with people. That's all it is. So, and lastly, I guess bowling. I mean, who doesn't like bowling at this point? Bowling. I'm just gonna keep this one short and simple. It doesn't have the classic "wow" thing that everybody wanted from like Wii Sports or like Wii Sports Resorts. Let that sink in for a second. Yeah, very disappointing how they do not have that meme. So, honestly, if I were to review the game, I automatically give it a 0 out of 10 just because they don't have that funny little meme in the bowling thing. No, but on a real note, bowling it's actually pretty fun and it feels like it's a lot more tight and a little more controllable with all honesty. So, anyway, with that being said, I guess I can move on to my next topic at hand as I move in my chair because I'm getting uncomfortable. I apologize, you guys. But let's move on to the next topic: online play. So the way that a lot of people enjoyed Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort was the fact that you can do it locally and you can do it with friends that come over to your house, or you can do it with family members in your household and all that stuff. And the fact that they're going towards this online route where you can play with friends from around the world, I can understand that. I mean, if you want to play with one of your friends that's at college, but you are not at his college dorm, or if you want to play with one of your buddies that's like in a different part of the world, like let's just say someone's in Africa and you're in America, you want to play with them through online play, you could do that. I mean, I can see that happening, but the direction that Nintendo's trying to make this game is they're trying to make it like a live service kind of way. Well, I guess live service is not really the best way to put it because you can play the game offline as well. So maybe live service isn't the best way to put it, but that's what they're trying to aim for. Is like they're trying to make this towards like an online play audience here. And a lot of people are getting rubbed the wrong way here, including me personally, because a lot of people are saying that half of the rewards that you unlock, they're just not there. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm not sure how to properly explain it, but I'm going to try my best to. So, when you first load up the game, it will give you a prompt to play globally, play locally, or like play with friends. And if you hit play globally and you select an offline profile account, it will tell you that your account does not have a online membership, so you'll be given a trial version and you'll be paired up with bots. So pretty much what that means is like you'll be able to unlock rewards, but it will only be through the trial version and you'll only get like a certain tier of rewards or a certain reward. And if you earn enough points, you'll get a gift and you can select which gift you want. And a lot of people are saying this is like a loot box kind of mechanic. And personally, from what I've been understanding and from what I experienced, I can kind of see that comparison here. And a lot of people are just getting rubbed the wrong way. And you can only earn 2 rewards a week, which is really, really freaking lame for a trial version, which it doesn't really make any sense. You could increase the reward limit from like 2 a week to maybe like 4 a week, maybe even 5 at most for the trial version, because you don't even get that much time to unlock rewards, even if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership like myself. Even if you have an online membership, you don't really have that long. Because how long do these rewards last? They're like, what, 20 days at most? Maybe even longer? As far as I remember, it's at least 20 days. And if you think about this mathematically, you have like 2 weeks at most to get like 4 rewards, right? So let me just count this out in my head real quick mathematically. 7 is 1 week, 1 reward. Okay, so yeah, I just did the math in my head for a split moment, and you can only earn like 2 rewards every week. And if it's like 20 days and you only have an offline membership, well, not offline membership, I'm sorry, if you do not have a Nintendo Switch Online membership and you try to play globally in a trial version with an offline account, you'll only earn like up to a maximum of 4 rewards. Now, I could be wrong and it could be even more for the trial version if you have an offline membership. I could be wrong and I'm just overlooking something here, but as far as I'm aware, you can only earn 4 rewards maximum a week. And that's just really lame for an offline membership. And you can only earn like 1 group of items as well, not like 2 pages, because there is a separate tab for the online membership only, and you can get that only if you have an online membership. So if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you could earn as many rewards as you want. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. Online play, it's just definitely not the best way to go in my opinion. That's just not good. So, um I will say this right now, personally from my experience with the game, I do enjoy it, but it can be hit or miss for a lot of people. And I guess the last thing to really talk about is a lot of people are worried, like, can they still use their Mii characters? You know, how you can make your characters on, like, the Wii and Wii Sports Resorts. Can you still make your Mii characters? Well, yeah, you can still use the Mii characters you made, but a lot of people just prefer to use the Mii characters because a lot of people say that the sports maids look really stupid. Now, I can see that from a player's perspective, like from nostalgia reasons, like I can understand that. Personally, I don't mind the sports maids, but I do like the Mii characters myself personally because you can make a lot of goofy faces and all that stuff. But honestly, dude, I can see why a lot of people just genuinely are worried for this game. And there's one big thing I would like to tell everyone here that a lot of things that I noticed, well, not a lot of things. I'm sorry. There's one big thing that I noticed when I saw this game in their direct. Um, is that they're adding a golf mode later in the fall, which, in my opinion, I feel like Nintendo is telling everyone, hey, this game is unfinished, so we're adding an update later in the fall, so please wait patiently for this mode. So this is where I have to ask some questions for Nintendo. Why are you advertising an update for a game in your direct? Why not just put the game mode in the game in the first place? Are you trying to delay this mode because of bugs and all that stuff? If that's the case, I can understand, but it doesn't really make sense in my opinion because if you're advertising an update for a game and you're going to add it later in the future, that kind of tells everyone, hey, this game is unfinished, but we want you to buy it anyway because give us money. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like that's exactly what Nintendo did. And they literally advertised it to everyone in their direct. Hey, this game is unfinished, but we're adding an update for a game mode that will come into the game later this year. Which, again, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Why not just include the mode at launch and work on other updates and stuff later in the future? But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it is just a video game, and it is, honestly, in my opinion, it is a lot of fun. It may just be a game for a lot of us, but dude, you shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to like beat your way around the bush telling people, "Hey, the game's unfinished. How about you actually decide to wait for an update that everybody wants?" I mean, personally, I would like to see golf come back, even though that's the mode that a lot of people are wanting, but unfortunately, that's going to be added later this fall. So, this game is completely unfinished at release, at least in my opinion. But is this game still playable? Yeah, it is, and there is a good amount of content here, in my opinion. But honestly, a lot of people are just not enjoying this game so far. Personally, I'm enjoying the game, but I can understand people's worries for this, but only time will tell, I guess. So I wouldn't worry too much. It's already the second day for this game's life cycle, so I wouldn't really panic too much. You can still play the game and all that stuff with your offline account and online, but I just wouldn't jump the gun so soon. So only time will tell to see where the direction is going to be going for with this game. So with that being said, thank you guys all for listening. Let me know what you all think down below. Are you going to get Nintendo Switch Sports? Are you going to skip out on it? Personally, I was thinking about skipping out on it for a while, but I decided to just get it because, well, I wanted to have some fun. So, anyway, with that being said, thank you guys all for listening. And until next time, you guys, I'm just wondering what's going to happen with Nintendo Switch Sports, and I'll see you all later.